Hi guys, how's it going? It's Aldatum Chaiki and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Lack of money management skill can make you live paycheck to paycheck. Yes, the amount of money you earn or make is a factor, but there are people who are rich, but they are still broke. They are still living paycheck to paycheck. The issue here is poor income structure and lack of management skills. They spend money as it comes, they don't budget, they don't even have financial goals. They say, let me spend first and then I will save later. And we know how that ends. They never gonna save because if you did not dedicate an amount of money towards your savings, then how are you going to now have the guts to say this is the amount of money that I have left, so let me now put it into my savings? You just never gonna do that. In this video, I'm gonna talk about money rules and how they can help you structure your income. The goal is to go from chaos and confusion financially to clarity financially. And what is going to give you clarity is knowing where your money is going every single month. To actually have control over your money, to tell it where it should go. So you need to understand your money, you need to understand the income that you have. So you need to understand your income structure. You don't just spend money as it comes without any structure of some sort. You need to know what you have to take care of. You gotta have a plan of setting yourself up financially and getting out of debt if you have debt already. You can't just freestyle your money. You can't just do that. And it's only when you have full control of your money that you actually stop being broke. Being broke is when you have no money in your account, you have nothing left, you are at a zero, you have no investments, worse, you are even drowning in debt. And the problem is you're going to keep on borrowing and borrowing, so that is going to be your whole life and you're never going to get out of debt. You need to have awareness to where you're spending your money, where your problem areas are, to put you right back on track. And budget is a tool to use. And what is going to help you with budgeting and structuring your income are the money rules, sometimes called as the budget rules, being the 50 and 30 and 20%. So this rule is saying that 50% of your after-tax income should go to your needs, 30% should go to your wants, and 20% should go to your savings and investment or paying off debt. So the 50-30-20 rule is a straightforward budgeting method that tells you exactly how much to put towards your savings and your living costs each month. And this helps greatly with structuring your income. This also provides a blueprint to managing your money very well. It's so simple and easy to follow actually. And in the real world, obviously this will differ from one person to the next, but it's a great rule to follow when you don't know how to structure your income or don't know where to start with budgeting. Now let's get into it. 50% should go to your needs. This is your rent, your insurance, groceries, your transportation, and electricity. So you need to make sure that 50% of your income covers all of these costs, because these are the costs that you cannot avoid and you actually need to incur this cost on a month-to-month basis. So you're never going to run away from them. You need to have somewhere to live, you need to eat, you need to go to work, and you need insurance. This can be your medical aid, your medical insurance. If you have a car, this can be your car insurance. So you need to incur those costs and you cannot avoid them. If you find that your needs are way more than 50% of your take-home income, you might want to make some changes to bring those expenses down. This could be as simple as changing your insurance provider, your medical aid provider, find a cheaper place, or find some way to save money with groceries. It could also mean deeper life changes, such as living a less expensive lifestyle, or look for a less expensive living situation. These days people work from home, so they do not incur money for transport anymore, or if they do, they incur way less. So you can take that money and put it into your savings or investments or to reducing your debts. So personally, what is helping me financially is the fact that I'm sharing an apartment with my friend. We split the rent, we split the groceries, internet, what else? Electricity. So that is helping me way too much financially because rent is so expensive, you guys. Having a place to stay is so super costly. So for me, it's a bonus that I don't get to incur that much on rent. So if you can, try to share with someone. At least you know that you're not going to spend that much on rent, and then you're going to take that money and put it into your savings or investments or paying off your debt. Because at least now you would have freed up some cash, and with more than 2,000 because we know that places are just too expensive. We are talking 6,000, 5,000 in rent expense. Next split is your wants. You need to spend 30% of your income on your wants. These are non-essential expenses. For example, gym membership, subscriptions, your Netflix, Showmax, DSTV, and holidays, clothes shopping, and dining out. Obviously, this will differ from one person to the next because we live different lives. You find that you're not a gym person, so obviously you won't spend money on gym. You are much of an introvert. You don't like going out. You don't want to be seen, so dining out will just be scratched out for you. And if maybe you don't watch TV for whatever reason, then you won't have any subscriptions. So my point is that this will differ from one person to the next. And also you need to spend onto something that you know you're going to consume. Don't just pay your Netflix subscription and then you find that you only watch it once a month. Better get somebody to give you login details than to just pay it yourself. So you need to look for ways in which you are going to save money. So you need to know yourself. You need to know what you like. If you love clothes, it's okay for you to spend on clothes, but have a limit. If you love going out, then that'll be your want. And you still need to enjoy your life. Saving money, investing, or paying off debt, or having money goals does not mean you need to deprive yourself of the things that make you feel good or make you feel fulfilled. So you need to strike a balance. If you're confused as to whether something is a need or a want, simply ask yourself, can I live without this thing? If the answer is yes, then that is a want. Then the last 20% should go to your savings, investments, or paying off debt. On this one, you should not even try to negotiate with yourself, saying that let me put in 10% this month and then I'll put in 30 the next month. You don't do that. This one is really going to test your discipline because you have to be consistent. If you commit to putting 20% into your savings, investments, or paying off debt, then you need to be committed. You need to stay committed. You need to be consistent because that is actually you investing in yourself and buying some time back. That is you actually paying yourself first. So you cannot drop yourself like that. And it will be easy if you have structured your income because you know that everything is covered. You know that by the time you decide to take 20% and put it to your savings and investments, you know that 50% of your needs are covered. You know that 30% of your wants are covered. And being consistent on this one will help you pay your debt faster, build up your emergency funds, and eventually you would have freed up some money that you can now put into your investments or start saving for big purchases like your car or a house. The aim should be to free up some cash so you can progress financially and in life generally. Because think about it, if you are always going to save, if you never put a limit onto your savings to say that I need to have 10,000 saved, then you are never going to now focus on other things. So it's very much important to put on limits, to have those financial goals, to say that by the end of 2023 I need to have 8,000 saved, I need to have 5,000 saved, and then from next year you are now focusing your money onto something else. And if you can swap 30% to be for your savings and investments and 20% to be for your wants. Because how are you enjoying your life more than investing and saving and setting yourself up financially so that you can enjoy your future? Doesn't really make sense to me. But only if you can, try to save more and invest more than you are enjoying yourself, because that is actually you paying yourself first and buying back your time. When you save and invest, you are actually buying back your time. Think about it. If you put money into an investment that will give you passive income, you are actually buying back your time and your freedom. So you know that one day that investment is going to cover a certain expense in your life, and you won't maybe necessarily need to work as much as you do now. So you might need to consider increasing your investments and savings funds if you can. If you have debt, cut down on some of your wants and pay off your debt. So this should get better with time, especially if you want to win with money. And for your savings, investments, and paying off your debt, you need to have a proper structure there. For example, you need to have a separate bank account for your savings and for your day-to-day transactions. For example, I use Capitec, so I had to open a separate account with a different bank to put my savings there. And for investments, I know of Easy Equities. I'm comfortable with Easy Equities, so I'm gonna recommend it. You're gonna open your Easy Equities, then you're gonna invest through it. So for savings or emergency funds, I would recommend that you put money into an account that is easily accessible. I wouldn't recommend that you fix that money, because if you need it in the middle of the night, what are you going to do? So you should put it into an account that you know you can access anytime. But you need to have discipline on this one, because if you don't, then you are always going to tap into your savings to pay for your wants or anything. So you need to have high discipline on this one. And there must be a limit to how much you can have in your emergencies. Like, honestly, I do not believe in always saving. It is you, like, you're saving for the rest of your life, you're just saving for emergencies. I don't, not my cup of tea on that one. So you need to have a limit. It is recommended that you need to have 3 to 6 months of your monthly expenses. For example, if your expenses are 5,000 a month, then in your emergencies you need to have at least 15,000 to cover for 3 months of your expenses, in case if you're not able to generate income anymore, or you lose your job. So saving, investing, and paying off debt should be the first things you do right after getting paid. You don't spend and say you're going to save later or pay off your debt. That is a dangerous game and you're never going to win it. So if you have structured your income, it should be easy because you know the numbers you are working with. So you will never be inconvenienced financially. You will follow a budget that you have prepared based on the money rules, and it should work out just fine. You need to eliminate emotions from your money. You need to be okay with your money leaving your bank account for savings and investments, because you know that that money is working for you. Your obsession needs to move from keeping money to growing money. It might excite you to see those numbers in your bank account, to see that, okay, I have money. But the truth is that money won't be doing anything. It won't even be earning that much of interest. So it will just be idling money. And you know that idle money is gone money. You're going to use it eventually. Personally, I don't mind having 70 rands in my bank account, knowing that at the beginning of the month or when I got paid, I put money into my savings and investments. So I am broke, but I'm not really broke, but I am broke. And I won't even be stressed or freak out that I don't have money. And for your structure to be solid, you need to live below your means. You need to try and live a less expensive life. You won't have to live small forever, but living below your means now will create a richer life for you in the future. And remember, spending money well according to your budget is harder, but child, being broke is way harder. So you must understand your money, how much you have, know your numbers, and know what matters to you. The goal is to eliminate a situation of living paycheck to paycheck, but to eventually win with money. So for you to structure your income, you need to allocate 50% of your income to your needs, 20% to your savings and investments, 30% to your wants. After that, you create a detailed budget that you're going to follow every single month. And with all that being said, guys, this is the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you find it to be helpful, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.